Hey guys, welcome back to B3313. This is part 22. This is, it is currently 9 minutes to midnight. In 9 minutes, it will be Monday, March 23rd. We are back here in, what is this, Plexel upstairs, and I'm just trying to get my bearings. Let's look at this Bubbles, water bubbles painting. Yes, water bubbles painting. Bubbles the water painting. Bubbles the friendly dragon? Snorkel the magic cheesecake? Flying... No, I give up. What was I just doing? I was just doing Moon Remix RPG Part 2. And then I was like, oh, let's get back to your regularly scheduled slop. Because that game is like Citizen Kane, and this game is like, I don't know. This is like Skinamarink. No, I'm kidding. Skinamarink actually kind of looks like a good movie. It's funny, whenever I talk to my friend, Lydia on the phone, she always says something about, oh, are you a horror guy? And I'm like, well, no. But I honestly kind of want to be like, it depends, because I enjoy some genres of horror. I really liked Pearl, but the thing is, just because I liked it doesn't mean that it's a movie I would ever watch again. But some, like, I guess analog horror or, you know, first-person horror I kind of do enjoy, like, what's it called? The longest view, the one with the rolling giant in the empty mall. I really like that one. Which, speaking of analog horror, this level is called Creepy Cove. Even though it feels like a Jolly Roger Bay look-alike number 77. That's not what it's called. It's called Creepy Cove, which reminds me of Candle Cove, which is also another name for the analog horror series called Local 58. Or rather, the Local 58 was based on, like, a creepypasta, and then made it into a whole video series. What else are, like, what are the popular analog horrors? Because there's, like, Walton Files, there's Mandela Catalog, there's Gemini Home Entertainment, but, like, which ones are still active? Like, the story's still continuing. Because there was one called Greylock that seemed interesting. Oh, and then there's the YouTuber named Baddington, who's on, like, a whole nother level. Just... yeah, no. Yeah. Some of these stuff, I seriously, I'm like, I'm not gonna touch that stuff. I don't want nightmares. But it's like, oh, you're 27, you're just gonna watch the little YouTube video and it's gonna give you nightmares. I mean, it's... you don't know me. You don't know what's gonna set me off. What's gonna, like, it could be something... Because what's funny about Candle Cove is it was inspired by an article in The Onion, which is like, was called Local 36-Year-Old Man Still Has Occasional Lidsville Nightmare. And Lidsville is like a frickin' Sid and Marty Krofft show. The guys who did HR Puffin stuff. So, like, they made kids shows, or children's shows, which I don't know, I kind of hate lumping all that stuff together as, like, children's entertainment or children's shows. It's like, just because it's animated doesn't mean it's not art. Just because they're puppets and, like, there's no swearing or whatever doesn't mean it can't be its own, like, strange, surreal piece of art. But yeah. Oh, by the way, we are back to one of my least favorite. I like the way I said least. It's like I pronounced it with an underline. So stupid. I love these B33 videos because I get to relax and I have the stupidest commentary ever. Is this Fire Bubble 2? I think this is Fire Bubble 2. And meanwhile, I've been trying to beat 40 Winks, which I'm like halfway through that game, but the game's weird save system is kind of screwing me over. Because, like, when you get a game over in that game, you have to reload from your last save, but it won't, like, refill your lives and your health and all of that. It'll give you the lives and the health you had at your last save. So, I don't know, I feel like if I really want to beat that game, I should grind for lives and health, I guess, just so that the rest of it won't be as stressful. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird being stressed out over a kid's game. But I really, really do like that game. It is weird and kind of glorious, and I do love it. But weird in a good way. Not like this game. It was weird. Ugh. No, I like the ways that this game is weird, and it's like liminal space-ness, liminality, liminal analog horror, weird shit type thing. Oh, this is the best level ever. This is the level where the green demon kills you. No, I don't know. It's one of those levels that it's programmed to, like, spawn a 1-up mushroom, an invisible 1-up mushroom. Because in Mario 64, there are 1-up mushrooms that, like, home in on you. But it's programmed to have one of those kill you instantly as soon as you enter the level. So it's basically, it's a troll level. Long story short. Long story short. I'm wearing a new shirt. My mom got me some new shirts today. That was very nice. I always love to have new shirts. We are taking a break. We are taking a trip for spring break soon. Which I feel like we haven't done in like 4 years. No, there was one like 3 years ago, but that was just Mom and I. It was not Dad. I don't know. I can't remember all the trips we've been on recently, especially since both my grandparents on my dad's side have passed on. Why can't people just say died? Like, oh, we have to say passed on. Their spirit has passed to the grave. But yeah, both my grandparents on my dad's side are dead now, so we have like less reasons to go to Ohio. But I still have my mom's side of the family, which is in Florida. So that's where I'm going to be going in a couple weeks. And that's my last living grandparent, and she just turned 90. And she's quite strong and healthy. She's probably the strongest and healthiest of my grandparents, although my other grandma was pretty, you know, strong and sound of mind too, but, you know, her heart just kind of... This is getting... I'm not liking the place where this is going. Here's the John Waters thwomp. This is continuity from a video a while ago where I was talking about, oh, I was playing B3313 and I was like, oh, the thwomps have pencil mustaches. They're John Waters thwomps. And I was like, that's very stupid, but also very funny, and that is now going to be a thing. But what I was going to say was I've been trying to get into, like, expanding my knowledge, expanding my repertoire of Mario 64 hacks. So just, like, playing ones that are, like, short, but also playing ones that are full length, and trying to find ones that are, like, at the appropriate skill level for me, because I suck. And romhacking.com has this very interesting feature where, you know, each hack has a score of, like, you know, how positively people rate it, and it's like an average of all the reviews, and then how difficult it is on a scale of 1 to 10, and then Kaizo 1 through 10. So really 1 through Kaizo 10. So I've been going off of that, but it's kind of hard to always be sure with that, because, you know, difficulty is so subjective. And I was wondering out loud, like, while I was playing, like, oh, well, like, what is this relative to? Like, what is the original Mario 64? If it was given a difficulty number, where would it be on that scale? So where would everything be in relation to that? And I was like, well, how does the scale work? Like, oh, it's my favorite area. It's polygonal chaos. But I just wanted to finish that thought. Would the original Mario 64 be 1 on the difficulty scale, or would it be somewhere between, like, 4 and 6? Because I've been assuming that, oh, it's, like, somewhere between 4 and 6. And that's, like, the sweet spot. And that was a very... Is that our first time seeing polygonal chaos in this playthrough? I'm not sure. But now we are in an area called... What is this called? Castle Depths? Yeah, Castle Depths. With a very creepy music. It's funny, I was on the B3313 wiki, like, listening to the music for this area, but it was, like, really bassy. Like, it was so loud, like, the bass was so loud in my headphones that I felt like I was at a freaking techno concert. Or, you know, whatever kind of music that has the woofers and tweeters. But I did start playing a hack called Mario's New Earth today that seems promising so far. I'm not sure. It's like the first level I really enjoyed, and then the second level I was like, uh-oh. This is kind of not as good, but, you know, I obviously need to give it more of a chance. I'm curious about playing the Star Revenge series, because actually that's kind of my introduction to Mario 64 hacks. A lot of the first ones that I watched were, like, you know, Big Tabanabas playing various Star Revenge. Well, he only really played 6, but there's so many games in that series, though, it's kind of hard to figure out where to start. But obviously, like, starting with one of the easier ones. But I feel like I kind of have to play Star Revenge at some point, just because it's, like, such an iconic... That series has been going for so long, and that it's kind of such a staple of the... Oh, this is one of the coziest areas in the whole game. One of my favorite Let's Players, Nintendo Capri Sun, he always used to have a saying that when he got to an area that was, like, really cozy in a video game, like, just really peaceful, either with, like, lush trees or waterfalls or, like, a cave or something, someplace that just made you feel really peaceful, he would say, oh yeah, I would sleep here. And then what's really cool, he did a compilation of some of his favorite places in video games that he would sleep in. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not that, like, far removed from the truth these days, because, like, people sleep to ASMR videos, and there are ASMR videos that are just, like, ambience of a frickin' place in a video game. Or, like, there's ASMR videos of, like, Hogwarts ambience, you know, whatever fantasy people want to escape to escape from the capitalist hellscape. But yeah, Mario's New Earth, and then I was playing a short hack called Never Melting Snow Mountains, which is such a cool title. And then I started on Mario on the Orchestral Keys, but I didn't get very far with it. Also a cool title. This is Bro's house. Has a green bed for Luigi and a red bed for Mario. That's that's the entire commentary. That's all you're getting out of me. But it is one of the cool little hidden areas. Alright, so I'm gonna have to figure out a clever way to wrap up this episode. Wrap it up like a burrito. First you get some cheese, then you get some guacamole. Alright, no, seriously, that's the end of the video. Bye.